howdy y'all, it's Shannon from Creative Chaos in Tennessee, and today I am going to show you how to put together a layout. This is the second one with this same things, using embellishment clusters that we created, or I hope y'all are creating. I've been seeing lots of posts where everyone's been showing what they created, which is awesome. I love seeing that. And this shaker box that I made. If you want to see how I did either of those, you can go back and check out my other videos. So, pretty much I just picked out a pattern paper from a Hobby Lobby pattern paper stack, and I used a piece of cardstock. I cut a 1/4 inch off two sides and matted that, so I wouldn't have to take time for that. This is a die cut that I cut out on my Cricut machine for something else, and I found it, so I'm going to use that. And I've cut out my photo mats. I'm just using 4x6 photos. I cut the mats. These are 4 1/4 by 6 1/4, and the white ones are 4 1/2 by 6 1/2. And then I'm using these photos of when we recently went on the band trip to Universal Studios in Florida. This was at the Florida line. We got to stop and take some pictures, and this is me and my baby. She's not much of a baby anymore. She's 15, but that's my Brooke. And I'm just going to use those photos, so I'm going to take this down really quick. And a lot of times, I will even pull scraps to just make my photo mats. But I didn't this time. I actually cut paper because it's been hard for me to use this blue and orange because I am not a fan of orange at all. Like, I just don't like it. So this has really been a challenge for me to use it up. It started out me using a lot of orange scraps for embellishments, and then I added in the blue, so then I was like, okay, I can kind of like this with the blue in it. So I went that route, and I've been trying to bring in more blue because it is one of my favorite colors, and I find that I use it a lot. And I'm just using double stick tape for this from the Dollar Tree. And it holds really well. I find it comparable to those expensive tapes that I've bought. It works just as good. I don't care for tape runners because I found when I went back through my albums, like, stuff is falling apart even with the permanent adhesive. It's just their pictures are at the bottom of the page protectors, and my embellishments have fell off, so I like to use something that's really gonna hold on well. Okay, so here's my photos. I played with it beforehand, but I didn't take a picture, and I probably should have because I can never remember, y'all. Okay, let's see here. I think I like that there. And then I wanted to add this in. And since we have the sunshine in Florida, I really wanted to incorporate this sun in to my layout. I don't know that I like it. Maybe put these closer together, but then it kind of covers up my face. Using these little mice on here, it don't really relate to Florida at all, but I think they're cute, and you can kind of make them work with anything, but it makes me think of the Country Mouse and the City Mouse book. And I don't know if y'all have ever read that, but I used to read it to my kids when they were little, and my grandbabies, I've read it to them. But, you know, you have the country mouse cousin that comes to visit in the city, and so on and so forth. But we literally live in this little bitty tiny town here in the country. And so this was like going to the big city. So it kind of is like the country mouse, city mouse to make them relatable. But I feel like even here with this little cluster, like you got the country mouse that's talking to the bird, but then you got the city mouse over here in the sunshine saying, hey. But yeah, if you can't tell, I'm a little bit crazy. But don't tell nobody. And I got this just because I wanted to use it to journal and say, you know, we were going to Florida. It was Brooke's first time getting to go to Florida. And going to Universal. So it was neat. It's the first time I've been to Florida to Disney before, but we didn't stop at this rest stop, and this was like the main Florida one, and you can actually like get samples of like orange juice and grapefruit juice and stuff. So I thought that was kind of neat. And so I'm just going to put some tape on here. You could pop dot this up. I think I will the sun a little bit. Let me take down my photos real quick. I'm just going to put it on the ends because I want to be able to slide that paper under that photo for journaling. These are just really easy, y'all. Like, once you have the embellishments and stuff, it really just fills it in. And that's why I said in my other video when I was making these clusters, I'm not a small cluster type girl. I like using bigger pieces on my layouts. It's just my style. And I love when other people do it. I don't know. I can't do it and make it look good to my satisfaction. I want to leave that there so I can slide it in and out. But I think it's just really, it's just been really fast. I want to turn it so that the little thing's a little more off-centered. It really fills in a page. Like, I'm only using 2 of the embellishment clusters and 1 shaker. And it's literally all the embellishments you really need for the page. And it was all using scraps. So I would love to hear what y'all have done, if y'all made the embellishment clusters and the shakers and decided to combine them together to create a layout or to create a card. I say scrapbook a lot, like nobody does anything else, but I mostly am a scrapbooker. I do occasionally make cards, but I love to just use all my stuff for scrapbooking. But I know some people do journals and all of that stuff. So, you could literally use it on any of those things. Okay. And I think that's it. Actually, I might add a little bit of these. I got this package of little pretty much confetti embellishment things. I don't know what they're really called. I don't know. But there is all different shapes in it, sizes, and it's really nice. You can use it as like just sequins, I think is what they're actually called, or table scatter or something like that. You can just use them like you're using enamel dots to just scatter them here and there. I am going to use some tacky glue to put them on because I feel like it doesn't hold well if you just use your Barely Art glue or whatever, or tape runner, any of that stuff. And I'm going to use my little, my maker I use for Close to My Heart actually sent me this, and it's just a little pickup tool, but it's kind of like a wax crayon. But this thing is fantastic, y'all. Like, to pick up that little stuff. I think I'm going to add a few of these little shells on here just because it is Florida. I'm going to mix and match. I'll put this one on there. But this thing is like great because I do a lot of swaps in different groups. And when I'm starting to put my die cuts together that I've cut out, and it has those little bitty pieces, it is wonderful to pick up those little pieces and add them to my projects and not have to get tweezers and all that stuff out. But apparently my tacky glue doesn't want to come out. It's so tacky. Let's see. We'll put this one on there. And I think I want another shell. And I don't know if I already said it. I can't remember because it's been like 1 second past. I did get these on Temu in a Temu order. This little scatter stuff. And I paid, I think, less than probably $1 for it. And it's definitely worth it. Because, I mean, it even has these little circles. Can y'all see that? Are they not the cutest? I mean, like, this stuff is super cute. And it would be cute to use inside of a shaker. But it just came yesterday. So, I wanted to use some of it. Okay, so here is my finished page. And I will put some close-ups at the end. Thank you guys for stopping by. Like and subscribe if you like what you see. And I would love for y'all to tag me in what y'all create if y'all decide to take on the challenge of making these embellishment clusters and shakers and turning them into a layout or a card. I love to see it because it sparks my creativity. So, I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye, y'all.